Hey guys, it is Thursday. We are in September. I can't believe it, guys. We don't have much until the end of the year. I want to welcome everybody who is new to my channel. Hey, new Subies. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to have you guys here. My channel is for individuals who are living with herpes or someone who think they may have herpes or simply want information about herpes. So I want to just thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe up the top so you won't miss the videos that come on Tuesdays and Thursdays. No, I didn't do a video this week, this Tuesday, because I was just in my feelings. Okay. And today is great because it's talking about shifting your mindset. And I want y'all to understand that I have moments as well. Good evening, love. I have moments too. I have moments that I get very, very frustrated. I get frustrated about where I am in life. I get frustrated that things are not going my way. I get frustrated because I don't understand why things are going the way they're going. I have goals that I want to meet and I have not met them. So I get pissed off at myself at sometimes because I believe that I can do so much more. And I want to relate that to living with herpes. You know, when we first find out we get this, we are so pissed at ourselves. Like literally, you are so mad at yourself. Like you so stupid. You should have known better. You heard it in your spirit not to mess with that boy. You heard it in it was in your gut. Your friends told you, your mama told you, told you he ain't nothing. He ain't what you think he is, or she ain't what you think it is. Stay away. It's something wrong with them. Something not right. All this stuff. And then you do it. And then you find out you're diagnosed. You like, God dang it. I'm so stupid. And literally we tell ourselves that all the time. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I shouldn't have did that. It's my fault. It's all my fault. I'm being punished for having sex. I'm having punished for not being married. I'm just sick of this. Like, this is my fault. I don't know how I'm going to ever get out of this. I'm just so mad at myself. Like, and we do that time after time after time. That you're just sick of where you are. You get sick of the mindset of feeling bad for yourself. You get sick of just like, it's my fault. Like that my life looks the way it does. It's my fault that I have herpes. It's just my fault. And it's nothing's going to change about it. That it's all my fault. And I want y'all guys to understand that you can't stay in that mindset. Like that mindset is very, very dangerous. It causes you to want to quit. It cause you to become very suicidal over time because you just get hopeless. You feel like nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to change. You know, you become very scared to find out what's around the corner. It's like, okay, well, if I give that a try, oh, it's going to fail. I know it's going to fail. Nobody wants me and things like that. But I want y'all guys to know that it's up to you to change that mindset. And I'm not telling you it's easy. It's not. I was in my feelings Monday and Tuesday. Okay. And a little Wednesday because I didn't want to do nothing. I was like, I don't feel like doing that. I'm sick of it. I don't feel like it. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to post. I don't know what to say. I don't want to do no videos. I don't feel like dealing. I don't want to post in a group. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I just want to be in my funk. And guys, that don't work. Like, it's okay to have a moment. It's okay to have a couple of moments. It's okay to have sporadic moments. But staying there, it will cause you to perish. Literally. I know I've been there where I just let myself wallow and wallow and wallow and wallow. And the more I sat there and let myself sit in that, the longer I felt hopeless. The more I felt hopeless, the more I felt like life was just not worth it anymore. Like, and I understand when you guys say, I don't think life is worth living for. And I don't want y'all to understand. I get it. I get it. I know I seem like this strong person and all this confidence and all this stuff like that. But guys, I understand y'all struggles. I know how it feels to be rejected. I know the fear of being rejected. I know the fear of people telling all your business and everybody talking about you and all this stuff like that. Or you feeling like everybody's going to tell your business. I know you told people and they treated it like crap. Been there, done that. I know it's not easy. Feeling like everybody's talking about you behind your back. Or feeling like the whole world is talking about you because everybody talking about, you know, the whole, the young rapper now the whole thing with him having herpes and him talking about it in his song and things like that. And, you know, everybody's talking about the comments. Everybody like, this is this and that and that and that. And you're thinking like the whole world is saying you're nasty. The whole world saying you're disgusting. The whole world saying you're this and you that. And I want y'all to understand, you cannot. And I know this is not easy, but you got to constantly tell yourself. And this is what I had to just tell my young son, because he's having his own struggles. He's only 8 and he's struggling with school and struggling with people liking him and struggling thinking that he's smart and all this stuff. And I told him, sometimes you got to say, stop, breathe, and I can get through this. And I can do this. Stop, breathe, and I can do this. Because sometimes life will swallow you alive. And then adding this condition on makes it 10 times harder sometimes to kind of just believe that life is even possible. And I'm telling y'all, life is possible. But I can tell y'all that all day long. But I want you to sit down and talk to yourself. Yeah, listen to me is great. But I want you to sit down and have a heart-to-heart with yourself. Cry with yourself. Cry with yourself. And tell yourself, why am I so frustrated with me? Because at the end of the day, you got to live with you every day. Nobody can change you. Nobody can change your thoughts. I can encourage you. All posts can encourage you. But the way you think of yourself and the way that you look at yourself is up to you at the end of the day. Am I telling you we can be easily influenced by other people? Yes. Just like, you know, I just read somebody comment, half of one and making rude comments have it and don't know it. So my whole thing is those comments that we read are so nasty, guys. If y'all even go down my own comments, I have people say nasty things about me all day long. Y'all don't think it don't piss me off? I be wanting to go off. But do I? No. I have to keep telling myself, stop, breathe, and you got this. I got to continue to remind myself, why are you doing this in the first place? Why are you sacrificing yourself in the first place? Why do you want to help people in the first place? Even though I know I'm not perfect, I don't have everything together, but I have to continue to remind myself, why are you doing this? This is not just for you. This is for people who don't feel like they can do it at all. And sometimes you got to ask yourself, why am I staying here when I have friends who look up to me, when I have kids who look up to me, and I have a partner who looks up to me and want me to be whole and healthy, mentally and emotionally and spiritually whole. And at this point, I'm not there. And you have to take the time to get there. Am I going to tell you it's going to happen tomorrow? No. Next year? Maybe not. But my whole thing is taking the time and effort and getting the assistance that you need to get there. I'm telling you guys, life sucks at times. Like literally, life is not easy on nobody. I don't want y'all looking on social media. I don't want y'all looking at the people at your work jobs or working in the streets and thinking, oh, they got it good. No, they don't. No, they do not. Everybody have struggles. Everybody. I have one of my church members at the church. He's a millionaire. But he have his struggles, and he have shared with us some of his struggles. And you would never think that he's going through that stuff. You're like, man, you got all this money. You got this big old house. And I mean, his house is bomb.com. Okay, guys, big old house. You know, you're doing really well in your career, all this stuff. But he have his own struggles. And you would never think, looking from the outside, that he have struggles. And I want us all to remember that we all have struggles. Everybody. Nobody's getting away from it. Everybody have struggles. But the way to get through those struggles is taking the time out to be aware of why you're struggling. Why? Ask yourself why you're struggling today. Like, why? Why are you struggling? Why are you having a hard time? Why do you think negatively about yourself? Why, why are you not being kind to yourself? Why are you being so mean to yourself? Why are you downing yourself? Why are you bullying yourself? Some of us are our worst bullies. Like we will bully ourselves to death, literally. Sometimes one person can say one thing and you take it and you run. We got to stop. We really do have to stop putting other people's thoughts first in our lives. What you say to yourself matters more than anybody else. And yeah, people are going to say things to us all the time. Your mom, your cousins, your spouse, your kids, randoms. But my whole thing is you do not have to hold what they say as weight. And sometimes we allow those things to hold as weight because secretly, let's be honest, secretly, you already felt like that a little bit. No, you don't want to say, yeah, I got confidence, but a little part of you felt something. And they said that and it felt like they knew your secret. They knew what you were struggling about. And that's not true. They didn't. They just said what they felt like they wanted to say, or they said what they feel about themselves. And we take on other people's issues or their frustrations or what they want to just be mean to you just because they don't want to deal with themselves. And you allow that to take you down. And I really want to encourage you guys, you have to shift your mindset. And shifting your mindset is not a one-time thing. Shifting your mindset is moment by moment. I have a choice. Like today, I had a choice with my son to sit here and cry with him because he was just like literally having a breakdown, or sit here and encourage him and give him the real. As much as I tell y'all, and I'm tough love with y'all, I'm tough love with my baby too. Because I like at the end of the day, the world is not going to be nice to you. Like at all. We all know this world is so vicious. But I try to give him the honest truth, and then also give him encouragement to understand that you make your own decisions. I want to make my child decisions for him. I want to, make him realize that he is all of this. But I know he's a human being and he makes his own decisions. Yes, I can influence, but he still makes his last decisions each time. Every thought in his mind, he finalizes it. I don't finalize it. He do. In the same way here, I want you guys to be happy. I know y'all deserve the best of the best. I know you guys can do great things. But if until you decide that I'm going to accept where I am today and not let it hold me down, I can't do nothing. I wish the best for y'all. I pray for y'all. I cry for y'all. I get frustrated for y'all. I cuss for y'all. I argue for y'all. I do it all for y'all. But at the end of the day, guys, we have to understand everything. We have to have the final say in it. And sometimes we feel like we have no control at all after this. And yeah, it feels that way, but that's not true. You have the ability to push through the frustration and push through the irritation and push through the thoughts and push through the rejection and all of that. And I want to tell every person who's saying, I'm not dating because I'm scared of the rejection, is to just face the rejection. I'm telling you, you may not even be rejected. Sometimes we don't do stuff for the fear of it happening. What if it never happens and you're not living your best life because you're scared of what could happen? Guys, what could happen may just happen, but that's not the end of the world. It's not. Yeah, to you, it may be because of your emotional state. Nobody wants to be hurt, but to get what you want requires a little pain. And I know we don't want to hear that. Everything comes with pain. Everything. Good, bad, everything comes with a little pain. Everything. Everything. And I really want I want to encourage you guys, if you're scared of rejection, you have to deal with it. It's not going away. I wish I could just girl, you ain't gonna get rejected. You may, because I have. Man, you ain't gonna get rejected. Them girls like you. You cute. You got a lot to offer. Nobody care what you got to offer sometimes. People are just going to simply say no. And sometimes people are not even going to tell you why they say no. But that's not the end for you. That does not define that you're not good enough. That doesn't define that you won't get anything that you want. Sometimes we'll let one no or two or three no's determine that, oh, we're not good enough or we're just what they say we are. That's not true either, guys. You just have to keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Rejection will beat you up. I'm not going to lie. It will beat you up. I know. It will beat you alive. I get rejected in different things within my own life. It may not be your romantic, but career-wise, I'm getting beat alive right now, y'all. I'm getting beat alive because I'm trying to do something that other people not doing. I mean, and it's other people are doing it, but the way I'm doing, other people are not doing. I get frustrated, guys, because things don't always look the way I want it to look. I get beyond frustrated. Beyond. I can't even explain to y'all. I get beyond frustrated. If y'all want to know how frustrated I get, talk to Crystal. I get beyond frustrated. But I have to keep telling myself, Belize, remember why you're doing this. Belize, this ain't about you. Belize, you doing a good job. Belize, stop beating yourself up. Belize, you're having a moment. Belize, go to sleep. Belize, just watch TV. Just not think about it for a moment. Don't get so caught up in your own thoughts. Sometimes we allow our own thoughts to eat us. This brain is a powerful thing. Whatever you tell it, it believes. And we don't want to believe that. But whatever you tell your brain, it don't know if it's right and it don't know if it's wrong. But if you keep meditating on it, it's like, well, I guess there's some truth to this thing. And throw some emotions on top of it, that thought will never leave you ever. The subconscious is a powerful thing. The emotions is a powerful thing. It can make or break a lot of us. And a lot of us need to get emotionally stable. We need to get emotional. I'm not telling you you're going to be perfect. But you got to get to a point where you have a balance. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be having. It's okay, guys. I'm not telling you not to feel. But I'm telling y'all, you got to have a balance. You got to keep yourself balanced. Okay, baby, go pee. You have to have a balance. Okay? Let's have a balance. I'm going to read over what some of you guys said. I like to recommend the book for you to read. It's called Don't Die in Winter. Don't Die in Winter. I want to read that. Your hair is pretty and looks very healthy. Girl, this thing took a minute. This man here, I can't stand my hair at times. And half of the ones making rude comments have it and don't know it. I know, and it's so crazy. But we also have to realize the informed information out here about herpes. You go on Google, you'll be lost. Yeah, you're absolutely right. When I see them, I respond to them. Like, why come and watch your videos just to make a rude, nasty comment for you? Those are truly miserable people. You know what? I have the same thoughts. And y'all see, if any of y'all look at my comment section, I don't say too much of anything. I purposely don't say too much of anything because at the end of the day, just like you said, some of those people, most of those people are miserable and they just want to say something. And that in this world, we believe if you put information out, you have a right to speak on it, or you have a right to your opinion. You're right. Freedom of speech all day long. But some stuff, it's just like, why do you, if you don't care, don't speak. But we feel like we got to say how we really feel. Honestly, it's not that important. Close the door. Junior, come close the door. My kids left the door open now. Stop playing. But we really just believe that, you know, many people believe that I have to tell you how I feel. You know, I don't care if it's good. I don't care if it's bad. I don't even know you. I'm going to tell you how I feel. And I realize you have to pick your battles. Certain battles I just choose not to fight. It's not worth it. Now, if it's something that I was like, okay, let me educate you on it, or I can read through your messages to realize that, you know, you just saying your opinion and we can have a conversation back and forth, I do. But most of those people, I don't say anything. And most of that stuff, I delete it. I'm not going to lie, I delete stuff. Is he single? You funny. He is single. Everyone that may have herpes will be more expecting this if you get healed from this and much happier. I agree. I mean, more accepting of herpes if we can get clean from this dreadful STD. The joy that will bring to wake and not have this anymore. I completely understand. But at this given moment, that's not the case. So are you telling me that you're going to stay in this place of unhappiness until you get something? I know many people who have breast cancer. I know many people who have colon cancer. I know people who have pancreatic cancer. They had joy, period. They didn't care if they were going to live or die at that moment. They couldn't worry about it. They said, I'm going to get cured. I'm going to go through my chemo, all this stuff. They were doing everything, but they chose to have their joy anyway. Joy is a choice. Joy is something you got to have even when things don't change. Joy is a choice even when things do change. You still got to keep it. Joy is a choice. And you got to have it despite what it looks like. We all want to be healed. All of us. Me too. I do too. But at the end of the day, until that happens, I choose to be happy anyway. I cannot just wait until that happens and decide I want to be happy now. I want to be happy now. And when that do come, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be even more happy. Sometimes we're waiting for things to happen until we're happy. Why wait on things? Be happy now. Force yourself to be happy now. You have to. Or you're going to be miserable here. We don't know how long things are going to take for things to happen for us. We don't know. And the pace that we're going, it don't seem like it's going to happen too much faster. And I wish it would. But how the things are going and how people are passing away and all this stuff like that, it don't seem like it's happening any faster for us. So in that moment, I cannot sit here, and I wouldn't suggest any of us to sit here and be miserable in the process. Am I telling you you're not going to be miserable? Yeah, you're going to be miserable in the beginning, but you don't have to stay there. And I don't want you to stay there. It's not healthy. It's not good for you. You can't wait on a what if. What if never comes? That means you're going to be miserable for the rest of your life? That ain't right. You don't have to be. There's many people who are dealing with so many things that is equal to what we're dealing with, less than what we're dealing with, greater. But at the end of the day, we can see people who are going through stuff with us. We see people who have herpes or who are living. I mean, they doing what they need to do. They living it up. They doing what they want to do. And then we got other people who are not. What's the difference? Choosing to be happy, regardless of the fact. Not saying that they don't have moments, but they have. You got to push on. Life don't stop, y'all. Life don't stop. And happiness is something you have to fight for. Joy is something you have to fight for when life is whooping your behind. When you're having outbreaks week after week, month after month, it seems like the itching won't go away, the discharge won't go away. Like, you got to have joy anyway to say, you know what? My body is really wacky, but I'm going to push on. I'm going to push on. I have to. Feel good. I almost had an outbreak these last 2 weeks. I was pissed off. I'm like, hell to the no, to the hell to the no. We don't have outbreaks over here, bro. We don't have outbreaks over here. I cut that. I was like, cut them emotions short. I cut my emotions short and it started to heal. It didn't even break the surface because I ain't playing that. I am not having an outbreak. I refuse to have an outbreak. As soon as I work myself back up again, here it comes again. It's like, oh, you keep playing with me, I'm going to break the skin. I'm like, no, you're not. Absolutely, no, you're not. Not Dave. Then they start simmering down again. Guys, we have a lot of control. We got more control than we think. But it just takes time for us to understand it. It just takes time for us to understand it. I look up to you. Thank you for rejecting. The rejection is awful. I agree. Most black men want a woman that is STD free because they don't want to be careful sex all the time. Men want to do what they want and want to do with you. Girl, you spoke a whole lot of truth right there. Go in the room. Go, close the door. And go wash your hands in the bathroom. That is so true. And it's so true. Like, I won't say all black men because I have dated many men. I just did a post in my group, and literally out of 600 and something women, I'm going to be honest, it's like 608 women in the support group. And I did a post. Everybody's not active, but just with the women who posted, it's about 40 women who are in a relationship. It's about 3 women who are engaged and 2 who are pregnant. I'm telling y'all, people are moving past it and they're finding black men. Most of the women are in my group are African American women or women of color, period. So I want you to understand, yeah, it feels that way because we come in contact with some really crappy dudes sometimes. We do. But sometimes it's a protection mechanism, y'all. Like, herpes can protect you for some effed up situations. Literally. Because honestly, when we were single, we was dealing with messed up situations. And herpes sometimes keep you from being in, put that down, messed up, even 10 times more messed up situations. Or we mess around and settle and really be done wrong because we feel like, well, oh my God, I don't have anybody else to be with. I might as well be treated wrong. No. I'm telling y'all, we got our friends who are struggling and getting cheated on every 2 seconds. And she ain't got a thing. We just got to understand people are going to respect what you make them respect. And sometimes this protects us more than we think. And on top of that, most people are not using protection. Like, they don't want to use protection. We see the STD rate skyrocketing for the 4th year. And it's going to be 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th year. Because people don't want to use protection. I'm being honest. People do not want to use protection. It's not proper information on testing. Many professionals are not sharing enough information. They assume that you need to go do it, but we go in there hoping that they tell us the information, and they don't. So you're not getting properly tested. And that STD stats are only on gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis. Gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis. This is not including HIV. This is not including HPV. Those 3 right there, I put 4. Those 3 right there, go.
Yeah, let's show the cereal.
No. Go in the room and chill for a second. I'm about to finish cooking. So, those 3 right there are treatable. Yes, you can. Don't sit on the bed though. Those 3 are the most. Yes, you can. So those 3 are the most. Those 3 you can get a pill or a shot, And they are skyrocketing the STD rates right now. For the last 4 years, chlamydia is the highest. Chlamydia, well, no, it's chlamydia and gonorrhea that is the highest. Them numbers are jumping. Soon enough, gonorrhea, that medicine ain't going to work no more. And that's scary because soon enough, gonorrhea is going to be uncurable. How scary is that, though? But things that people say, oh, I ain't worried about it, I can be cured. STDs, period, is nothing to play with. It's not. Like, you don't want to have to deal with it at all. And we're dealing with it already. So just imagine when you're dealing with gonorrhea. And honestly, dealing with gonorrhea for a long period of time, it causes to a point where you have stillbirths. You can also you become infertile and all this other stuff like that where you can't even have kids anymore. Syphilis ain't nothing to play with. That sucker can go to your brain. Cause lesions on the brain. So I tell people, like, yeah, it's curable and all that stuff like that. But that's not something to play with, because half of those you don't even know you have it because you don't have any symptoms. You don't have no symptoms at all. It's like a yeast infection or a jock itch, and people think it's nothing. But people still decide to go out and to have sex unprotected or having oral sex unprotected, and boom, it happens. It happens, and we're worried. We are 10 times, we're worried about people accepting us, but we got to be concerned if people even know when the last time they've been tested, and knowing that it's serious out here in these streets. And asking if you even want to use protection. Because some guys are like, I ain't got no protection. He ain't used protection in years. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's other things that can be fatal if gone untreated. And I'm not saying this to like cushion, like, oh yeah, we have herpes, we're lucky. Bull to the crap. I'm not saying that. It ain't no luck in having herpes, guys. Nobody, I'm not sitting here like, cool, bye, y'all, we got herpes, be happy. No, I'm not saying that. I don't want y'all to think that. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, it's getting real in this STD lifestyles. Like, literally, it's getting real. I really hope to God that gonorrhea don't get to a point where it's untreatable, because it's going to be a lot of people who cannot have kids soon. Because gonorrhea is very, very undetected. Very. I really hope that doesn't happen. But I read the CDC article and they say it's going to happen. It's already happening in other countries. It's going to happen. And that's scary to hear. But where we are and the sexual behaviors that we're having now, people don't want to use protection. People don't want to tell the truth. People are not properly being tested or not even being tested at all and lying, saying that they have. We screwed. It's sad, but we're kind of at this risky point. So I would tell us, that's why I tell us, shift your mind and just be on guard and to protect yourself mentally, emotionally, because now when you go back into this dating scene, you're not going back into the dating scene of, oh, I have herpes. You're going to the dating scene like, I got to protect myself from anything else that's out here. And most important, protect myself from you, because you don't know what I know now. You don't understand the rates that I know now. You don't understand the numbers I know now. You don't understand the stats that I know now. So I have to get out here now and protect me 10 times more and educate you enough so you'll learn to protect yourself now, even if you choose not to be with me. I got to at least try to educate you to keep you from messing around, or decide if I want to mess with you, I got to make sure you good. Because people think they good and they not. I'm clean. If I hear another clean, I swear. Clean ain't 3 months ago. Clean is I went to get tested this month and I know I'm clean. Now, I had sex with someone last night and I'm clean. You don't know that. You do not know that at all. That test is null and void now until you get tested again. Okay? So, just encourage you guys. We have to shift our mind and know that life is not over. Life sucks at times, but it's not over. And you have the ability to push through. It ain't nobody in this world who's getting it off easy. Everybody have a story to tell. But the people we don't see with the worst stories sometimes are living the best lives because they choose to fight. They're like, I'm not going to let this stop me. They're not going to let it stop them. Don't let it stop y'all. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop you. I promise y'all, don't let it stop you. It's okay for it to, make your truck slow. Slow your walk down, but don't stop. Don't stop. Live your best life. Go to school. Get the jobs you want. Get the relationship you want. Have the kids. Have the marriage. Have it. But just know everything comes with some hurt. Everything comes with trials and trials. Everything. Nothing in life comes easy. And we can't expect it to. It just don't. And sometimes we get this and we believe like life is 10 times harder. Yeah, it's a little bit harder. But Life is life. Life was hard for most of us prior to herpes. Just imagine how you feeling now. You gotta push. Push. You deserve the best life. And I'm not telling you it's gonna always be easy, because it's not. But push. I get frustrated. I get irritated. I be wanting to quit. Like, y'all know how many times I've been wanting to quit. Like, I'm over it. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Another route. Make it easy on me. But sometimes the easy route is a miserable route. It's like, I can go and do this and this and this, and it'll be easy, but I wouldn't be happy. So it'll be easy for you not to date anymore, but you won't be happy. But you want more happiness or easy? That's a question you have to ask yourself. So I love you guys. Man, some of them are already starting, and the antibodies, I know, right? Then I'm concerned, y'all. And I'm happy that y'all are here with me, listening to me of this. It's just, I want us to take the time. If you can educate people, please educate them. I'm not telling you to out yourself, but if you in those posts and you see people saying stuff that's not true, I did it. I had somebody tag me in the whole thing with that, with the young guy, whatever. And I went and I read some of it, and some of it I ignored, because I can tell that person, they just think they know it all, and you can't tell me nothing. I know my stats. Lies. Girl, you don't know anything. I love you dearly, but you don't know what the heck you're talking about. And those people I don't entertain. But I talk to the people who think they know the right thing, and I'm like, no, that's not quite true. This is it. And I leave it alone. My whole thing, you just got to know. You got to listen to the voice behind some of this junk that they be commenting about. You can tell the people who are just, I just know what I'm talking about. And you got the people who like, well, I think I'm doing the right thing with educating you guys, and learn that they don't know all the information. So you just share like, oh no, you're absolutely right on this part, but this part is this. I had people say, oh no, HSV can't be genital herpes. Most cases of HSV is genital herpes. Genital herpes is just not HSV. Many of us think, oh, if I have type 2, I have genital herpes. That's not true. That's not true. Genital herpes is genital herpes, and oral herpes is oral herpes. The ones who say cold sores ain't herpes scare me the most. Girl, I had some people say that too. I had people coming, oh, chill out. A flip bomb. He said, chill out, girl. Fever blisters ain't herpes. I said, I'm sorry. It is. It's type 1. And he was like, oh, whatever. It all right, though. It ain't all right because you didn't know that. It's not okay because you did not know that. That's not okay. That's not okay. But we got to understand why many people don't think cold sores are fever blisters, because we hear it in the news. You hear it on TV, commercials and stuff for it, and they don't make it seem like it's anything. It's no big deal. No big deal. But they don't tell you it's contagious. I feel like just tell the truth so people can protect themselves. We want the truth, but they don't believe we can handle it. Does herpes have you hurt when you pee? Sometimes. It depends on when my outbreak is. But I feel like if you want to reduce that burning sensation that you get when you urinate, is drink a lot of water. You got to dilute your urine. You so funny. That's so true. Buy a breather multiple times a year and think they have time to about other people. Girl, it's true. Like, people don't know any better. And I feel like when we, as people who have herpes, realize that people just don't know no better, and they gonna say whatever they want to say because they don't know no better, we will stop taking stuff so personal. We can't keep taking it personal. They don't know any better. They're not informed, or quote unquote, they're ignorant. They don't know any better, and we continue to get upset and upset and upset. Oh my God, they said mean things. They're gonna say mean things because they don't know no better. And if they knew as much as we did, they wouldn't say those things. But they don't know that information, so they're gonna be negative. They used to do it with HIV. They used to call stuff out. They used to say some nasty stuff. But now you won't dare see anybody say anything negative about HIV and nobody chew them out. You won't even see them do an HIV joke. It's nothing even to joke about. People won't play with it at all. But before, it was the biggest joke ever. For decades, it was a joke. And now it's not even a joke. It's so many people who are backing it and supporting it and making sure it has finances and information. It all changed. I just don't get why the medical community won't include the test on a regular STD panel, because it's up and down. The test is not accurate. Guess why? It's not accurate enough. One test to say positive, one test to say negative. We have 3 tests. We have the PCR test, which is the swab. You have your 2 blood tests, which is IgG and IgM, and then you got the Western blot, which is also blood. And you can take all those tests, and all your tests may come back different. 2 will say positive, 2 will say negative, all say negative, 1 say positive. And I think that's just their concern. It's just it's not accurate enough. It's not accurate enough. That's so true. There are walks for HIV, but none for HSV. Go figures. I feel like if we want a walk, we got to create it. Somebody decided, you know what, we're going to do a walk for HIV. You think those walks started off big? No, they started off small. Now, every year, here in Atlanta, we have a big walk because people decided they're going to do it, and they kept doing it until it grew into this big movement. Nothing just happens overnight. People got to make the decision they want to do it. Do y'all want to do a walk? We want to do a walk. We can get a walk going. So we can get some money towards this thing, and we can really start getting some moves and some shakes. But if we don't decide as a community that's what we want, and we're going to do the work to get it done, it's not going to happen. Nobody else is going to do it for us. The people who did the HIV walks were people who had HIV. It's family who died with HIV. It was people who was affected by HIV. The people who got to do it is the people who are affected by it, not the people who are not. People who are not affected by it is not going to be bothered. I wish they would, but they only bother after we made enough noise. So we got to make enough noise. If we want to walk, we can do a walk. Let's get it. Let's get the walk on. And we can find out exactly what we need to put this money at, and to support whoever needs support to get the medicine that we need, to get the research that we need, and all that we need. But it's work that we all have to get together and do together. We got to do it together. And there's many things that so many of us activists are working towards right now, but we're not really getting supported on it. We get a little support, but we don't get support among each other. And that makes it so hard on us because it's we want to do this and we want to do that and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then we be like, where are y'all? And everybody be like, oh no, I can't. It's God, we want change for us, but we get scared. And I understand the fear, but we want change. And change is not going to happen behind fear. Herpes is a hard pill to swallow because it has restrictions. People treat you dirty. To kiss your children is hard. Men have an idea of women they want, and they make you feel a certain type of way. I feel like just reading this is you dealing with certain type of people. My whole thing, I have children. I kiss my children. I'm going to do me. That's just me. I'm going to kiss my kids. Yes, it do come with restrictions, but life comes with restrictions regardless. Life is all about communication and asking questions. We risk ourselves every day. We risk ourselves it's not a moment that we don't risk ourselves. It is we want to live in a world with no risk. We want to live in a world full of no worry. Before I hear this all the time, I want to go back to my life when I ain't have to worry about nothing. I used to say that too. But my life prior to this was risky as hell prior. It was risky as hell prior. Let's really be honest. All our lives were risky prior. It's just you didn't know you was as high risk as you was because you thought you knew what you thought you knew. But you found out getting on the other side of the fence, you did not know half of what you thought you knew. So you were still at risk the whole time. And we got to just understand that all men don't have an ideal women. Certain men have an ideal woman. Every man is different as much as every woman is different. As women, we have to stop putting men and women, we got to stop putting each other in groups of this is how we think and that's how they do. That's not true. Everybody thinks differently. That's not the case because I'm in a relationship and he don't think like all those other men. I was married. He didn't think like that. I had a child prior him. His dad didn't think like that. I have 36, 30, 40 something, 600 something women who half of them may be in relationships. Their men didn't feel like that. I'm in other groups that's got tens and thousands. They don't think like that and they found a partner. So you can't, So you can't fully put people in a category. I know when you have your own experiences and the things that happen to you when you feel like that, but that's not everybody. That's not everybody. And we got to sift through people. And we got to sift through and keep sifting through until you find somebody who accepts you for who you are. None of us as women want to accept it, to be in a loving relationship as a mental to deal with. But I don't want our beautiful black queens not to feel that way. None of us as women want to accept not to be okay. None of us as women want to accept not to be in a loving relationship as a mental to deal with that, but I don't want our beautiful black women not to feel that way. The thing about it is, as women, especially as black women, we struggle with relationships anyway. We have, as a group of women, struggled to have healthy relationships for a long time. And I would say this is a reason, it's because of what we have been through. Our men have been stripped of that identity for so long. They have been beat down. They have been mauled. They have been stolen from us. They have been taken from us for us to get benefits or even getting assistance. Our men has been put in a hole, and as women, we have to just suck it up and settle sometimes. Because it's like, I want this man. He's a good man, but he is beat down. He is tore up. And we got to understand, as a community, we're struggling because our men don't fully, and it's not all, but many of our men are struggling with identity because every day they are being attacked. They have been attacked from generation to generation to generation to generation. And it's hard for them to understand who they are as a man, because we ain't got to teach a man how to be a man. As women, we are assistants. We help, we assist them, but if they don't know what they need assistance in, it's hard for us because it's like, oh my God, he won't do this, he won't do that, da 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 da. But we got to understand he's still trying to figure out who he is. You know, not what the world say he is, but who he is as a man. And that as a black man when the world is so against him every turn. And then as women, black women, we're also being attacked. We're strong, but we're currently being attacked as well. We're trying to protect him and protect ourselves and protect our kids and all this other stuff. It's an ongoing fight within our community because we are constantly being attacked. And that's why I tell us we have to have joy anyway. We got to be happy anyway. Life is not easy. Life have not been easy for us being black. Period. It have not been easy for us. Period. I want it to be easier, but it would not be at this given moment. So at this moment, we have to choose. I'm going to be happy any goddamn way. I'm going to have my joy anyway. I'm going to fight for everything I want anyway, because the world surely ain't going to try to give it to you. And then when this happened to us, it just add another notch to it's like, God dang it, it's something else. I'm already dealing with the world hating me just because I'm brown. Just because I got some good melanin, they hate me. It's hard. It's hard. It's very much hard. But we have to understand we have to fight anyway. You have to. We didn't ask for this life. It was just given to us. Okay. But I completely understand where you're coming from as well. I want us to all be happy as black women, have healthy relationships. But we all have to become healthy individually. As black women and black men, we have to be healthy on our own. We have to be in a healthy spot on our own. Mental, spiritually, emotional, all of it. Financially, we need to be healthy on our own before we come together in relationships. And sadly to say, we're not always, I'm not telling you have to be completely healthy, but we got to at least have some of these areas in a healthy state, especially your mental and your emotional and your spiritual need to be at a okay space before just coming in contact with other people, because honestly guys, we affect each other more than we think. You can be in a good space and another person not be in a good space and you're like, oh, they ain't affecting me. Yes, it affects you, because you don't want to see that person go down, and being around that long enough, it start affecting you. You start struggling with stuff as well. We got to be in good spaces. And I'm telling you, I'm not saying perfection, because perfection does not exist. But we have to make sure we're in an okay place before we even get into things. Because our relationship is going to bring its own woes anyway. Because you're dealing with another person and their own expectations. And what y'all want to do together. And if you're not where you want to be by yourself, just imagine trying to do it with another person. Y'all have your own opinions on how things should go. And communication is key, but it's hard. It's hard. It's absolutely hard. Okay? I love y'all. We got to be strong, ladies. This is hard on all of us. It's hard on men, too. I just had a man in my inbox, struggling with disclosure. It's hard on all of us. This life is not easy on anybody. Don't think just because we're women, it's easier. Or it's harder. No, it's hard on everybody. Nobody is scot-free. But I want y'all to take the time to try to shift your mind every moment. When you have a negative thought, figure out where did that negative thought come from. And don't let it dwell. Don't let it dwell. Don't let it dwell. It does not define your identity. And sometimes we got to take time to figure out who we are and tell ourselves that each and every day. Okay? I love y'all. I really do. I know this is hard, but we have to fight. And I'm fighting with y'all each and every day. I may not be fighting with this on the same things, but just know I understand. I've been there. It's not easy. And I hope y'all don't make it look that way, because it's not. It is not. Okay? Love y'all, and we will be talking soon. Oh, forewarn, guys. Tomorrow I'll be having a bi-weekly video conference, so jump onto that. That information should be low. If it's not, I'm going to check after this video upload, but you will sign up for the email list, and I'm going to send out an email tomorrow with the code, with the link and things like that. It is a video conference, so you can show your face if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to at all. You can just black that part out of the video, and you can get on tomorrow. We're talking about backtracking, telling the person if you had sex with that person and you didn't tell them, or it's somebody you used to mess with, like you got back into it, started talking to your ex. When you was with your ex, he didn't know you didn't have herpes, and now you have it, or dealing with somebody who was a situationship. Now you got to tell them this new information. So I'm going to talk about how to disclose that, because I had some situations like that dealing with new people or people I dealt with in my past. Now I got to tell them in my new life. And I know that's kind of hard. So I'm going to talk about disclosing there, and also get y'all feedback on what y'all have done, what have worked for y'all, things like that. So that's not about me talking. It's about us all getting on and giving our feedback there. So if you want to be a part of that, that's for men and women. Come on, man. Men, y'all can be on that too. And you can give your feedback on how y'all deal with that. Y'all know on Monday, if you're in the Atlanta area or you're going to be in Atlanta, I'm having in-person sessions now. Yay! Got an office. They're on Mondays and Wednesdays from 10 to 2. And you can set up appointments. Only appointments, only no walk-ins. You have to set up an appointment. And you can come in and you can meet me. We can sit down in front of each other and we can talk face-to-face. So you have that option. If you want to be a part of that, that information will be below as well. Of signing up for an in-person session as well. So I love y'all. If you want to be a part of it, women, if you want to be a part of the support group, send me a friend request on Facebook. Send me a message. Friend request alone is not going to get you in the group. I don't know you. I'm just being honest. I don't know who you are. I'm just not going to add you. So make sure you send me a friend request. Be patient with me, guys. If you sent me emails, if you sent me Facebook messages, I'm getting to you. I got to delete a lot of people off my Facebook page to add you guys onto there. I'm at my max again, so I got to delete some people. So don't feel bad. I'm getting to you. If you sent me an email, give me time. I know I have some people all the way back into August. Give me time. I'm getting to you guys. I'm trying to get everybody and say what I need to say to people as well. I say the quickest way to get to me, if you really want to talk, is online sessions. Like my sessions, I get to y'all quicker than anybody, okay? Because they make a payment. But let y'all know, I'm getting to y'all. School is getting to me. I'm busy. So just be patient with me. Just know I am going to respond. My goal is to get to everybody by the end of the weekend. So please be patient with me pertaining to that. Any messages, anybody who wants to be in a group, be patient with me. I'll get to you as quick as I can, guys. Okay? It's just me for now. So work with me on that. So I'll talk to y'all soon. I love y'all. I love y'all. Just know... I just want to hug everybody, but just know I'm here for y'all. I understand, and we're going to get through this together. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.